once, and sometimes maybe a little bit more than once, every century comes a creator who changes our understanding about an art form. In the 20th century, Strauss has done it, already creating a great sensation with Salome, but only 3 years later going even further forward in developing the musical language in Elektra.
Is one of the shortest operas that I can think of, but anytime I've seen it from the audience, it's the most exhausting because it's non-stop action, it is non-stop energy coming to the audience, and it's not just from the singers, it's from what Strauss has given everyone in the orchestra.
It is a one-act opera where the whole plot takes place without any interruption, and it is a succession of scenes which keeps building up the tension and which explains to us the relationship between various characters.
The emotions that Elektra feels in this opera are very intense. Love and sadness and joy in the end. She feels everything in this opera, but her hate of the people who destroyed her father is so strong that it's the only thing that is keeping her alive.
Clytemnestra has killed her husband, Agamemnon, and she basically hates her daughter Elektra and throws her out of the house. It's one of these operas that begins and it holds you in its clutches the whole evening. It goes from one very exciting and dramatic scene to a lovely phrase. And this is the wonderful thing, for example, Clytemnestra, my role, which is basically she's a nasty woman. And she screams a lot. You know, she's very very vocal about her unhappiness and her hate of certain things. But she also has beautiful moments where she has beautiful legato passages.
I find the stage design for this production of Elektra corresponding exactly to the dimension, the scope, and the spirit of this music. I find this exactly the kind of production that I'm always looking for, where the music and the theater and the visual art can come together and enrich each other through this kind of possibility of interaction.
When the curtain goes up, it feels like you're alone, and this is what Elektra is saying constantly, that she feels alone, because what we see when the curtain goes up is her world, not the inside of the palace where things are beautiful, but her world.
From the first second when we hear the first 3 notes of Elektra, which is an extraordinary statement, melodic statement, but not only melodic statement, it's also a rhythmical statement. It is like a credo that you will never forget once you heard it the first time. And until the very end of the performance, there is this inevitability that it cannot go any other way. It must happen like that. That is destiny of those characters that are living their life on stage for us and with us.